What's going on, everybody? It's Cayman back with yet another video. We're 73 days away from competition. Your boy is officially USPA membership ready. He is also ready for the meet. He's paid his dues there. So now we just train for the competition. Today, it's my first day back in wraps since about March or April of this year, and it went smooth. I'm very thankful for the way that it went. Going into squats, I didn't get the greatest warm-up. I did get on the bike for about 3 minutes, but I wasn't able to hit Cossack squats and a lat movement and a ab movement like I typically do. I was able to go through a bit of a warm-up for one set, but it just wasn't an adequate warm-up. That's why you saw me kind of move my shoulder around to get it warmed up because it was tight. And then with these squats, low bar squats, you'll see me sit in the hole and kind of do like a quarter rep type of thing. And it just really helps to open up my hips. It makes it feel better. So I do that a lot of the time. But here, moving on to 135, 225, 275, 315. All those felt great. And they moved really well with 135 and 225. I kind of sat in the hole, took it a little slow just to warm up because I knew I didn't get an adequate warm up with the way that I typically do. Nonetheless, moved great. And as we were working up, I definitely was able to feel out everything that was going. I'm also on a new pre-workout. It's Glaxon's GFY V3. They no longer sell it, but I was able to get a container of it. I'd say I highly recommend it, but boy, that stuff was... I didn't go to bed until 3 o'clock this morning because of it. Nonetheless, great session. 315 felt great. Then we moved to 365 in sleeves. 365 in sleeves felt really weird, and I want to say it's because of the belt. I have just a regular Pioneer with no Pioneer cut. So it's every inch instead of every half inch. So here's 365 in wraps. And right there, I don't think I hit depth. So I go again because it did feel weird and I really needed to feel it out. If that 365 felt great, that rep did. So we move on to 405. And 405 moved great. And it moved better than that 365 and felt better than last week's 405. So we go up to 435. And 435 felt better than 405 from last week. I'd say it moved about the same speed. But of course, when you're talking about wraps and knee sleeves, you really can't throw them in the same category. Yes, it is for squats. But wraps, they're a different type of equipment. And you can't say, oh, well, this person is better than this person because this person used wraps or this person used sleeves. It's very hard to make that statement. And they're their own category when it comes to powerlifting. Like one's classic raw and one's raw. You really can't argue that when they make their own category. It's like saying that, it's like comparing an equipped lifter to a raw lifter. It doesn't work that way. And both of them deserve a round of applause, both raw and classic raw. And some people will even tell you that it's difficult to squat in knee wraps. Not that they don't want to, but they just can't. So that's just another factor that has to be played in. So it's not that, somebody who squats in knee wraps is better than those that squat in sleeves and vice versa. But moving on, we get to bench or close grip bench. And close grip bench went really well today, or yesterday, I should say. And I really enjoyed the way that was moving. 205 for a set of 7 and 225 for 2 sets of 6. I honestly just wish that I had this bench wherever I went. It's definitely tons better than the bench that I used last week. You can see that I'm getting a pretty decent amount of leg drive. I don't have to worry about my butt coming off of the bench. And I can even adjust the rack height from the back, which is really nice because if I have to bench at a lower piece, then I can't get in position correctly. Big shout out to Destin giving me the spot. Even though this man deadlifts like 700, and sometimes his lift offs just completely throw me off because he's so strong, and when I'm tight, and he just lifts up and completely takes me up off the bench too. Here's 405 from this week and last week. See how quickly that moves. And then we get into the other part of today's title, which is extra workouts. Today, I did banded sumo, I did partial split squat, and I did banded crunch. And it's just an extra workout. An extra workout is anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. And it's a very low RPE session. You really don't want to go crazy on these, especially because you typically have a workout that is coming up or you just finished a workout. So you guys know that I only lift 3 days a week, or at least I do SBD 3 days a week. So yesterday I did competition squat, I did close grip bench, and I did my bent over dumbbell rows. Today I did this workout, and then tomorrow I'll do pause squat, I'll do dumbbell bench press, and I'll do pause deadlift, or the partial split squats, the banded sumo, and the banded crunch. Both rehab me from the workout from yesterday, but it's also like a prehab or a pre-workout for the workout for tomorrow. So they're great to throw in, especially if you do them right. And I'm doing them in the 15 to 25 rep range, and this is keeping me safe. It's keeping me from like going all in. And now you could say, well, you're doing split squats, and anything over 3 reps on split squat is devastating. And I agree with you. But my protein intake is high, my carb intake is high, I'm recovering well, so I can throw these in and be conscious of them, just as I am with any other movement. But I highly recommend you throw in some extra workouts if you have the time, if you have the opportunity. You don't have to go to a gym to do these like I'm doing here. I'm just outside enjoying the 100-degree weather and dying. But thankfully, I have my Astralight with me. And I guess this is where I'll plug in some Glaxon. If you need supplements, if you need something like Astralight filled with electrolytes to help you as you go through work or as you go through your workout, use code Cayman15 at checkout. Save you some money. Help yourself out. Help me out. They also got amazing pre-workouts. They got non-stem pre-workouts. They've got amazing protein. And they have a slew of other supplements that you have probably never heard of. So check the website out. Have a great day. Have a blessed week. I'll see you guys later. Thanks.